morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How we doing? Oh, I see Bethany's smiling face. I see Danny. She's working in the lab. Dee, good morning. Karen, Hunter, David, Jill is on. Jared, good morning, y'all. How are we? We doing good? It's raining here in ATL. It's not fun. I don't like the rain, but it's okay. We need it sometimes to wash all the things away and start fresh, right? Bring some flowering flowers to come back in our life for spring. That's what I'm ready to see. Ready to see. Y'all having a good week so far? Who wants to come off mute and give me just like just a good win for the week? I need to hear some good wins. Let's see who we got.
I got
Somebody
it.
give me something. All right, Hunter, let's hear your win.
Our whole office is hitting goal this month, so that's be great.
Amazing. Amazing. And I'm going to pick on you later, Hunter. So don't let me forget,
Perfect.
because this is perfect about what we're talking about today. All right, let's see. I don't have a mic for you today. So many things. Bethany, oh, that's so exciting. Type them in the chat and I'll read them out. That's so exciting. Type them in there. I want to know all about it. It's raining there in Charlotte 2D. Yeah, no fun. No fun. Well, I'm so glad that you guys are here with me this morning. If you don't know who I am, my name is Justine Derby. I am a wife, I'm a mom, and I am a Metro Atlanta area realtor. And I am just thankful to have this space to come on and share with y'all every Thursday. Brock, thank you so much for allowing me this space. He is off being super dad, taking his son to school on Thursdays. So he's allowed me some space to hop in here and share with y'all. So I so appreciate all of y'all always being on here. It's just such a great start to my day, and just to be able to have a safe space for us to talk about a little bit about anything and everything. But today I really kind of wanted to go over like what we've touched on the last 2 weeks. So we kind of talked about that borrowed belief and having that belief in of ourselves. And sometimes when we don't have it for ourselves, we have people that support us and surround us that kind of give us their belief. And it's always nice to have somebody in your corner, right? That makes everybody feel good, gives us that sense of power that we can overcome our challenges and we are worth something. And it's just nice to sometimes have somebody else's borrowed belief. Last week, we talked a lot about brave action and visibility. And today, I really kind of wanted to merge the two together. And I want to talk about really how the proof builds the belief, guys. And really, the belief builds the proof. You could run that either way. And guys, there's so many things. Y'all know I do a ton on social media. It's just worked for me. It's all been organic, and I think it's just because I'm consistent and I show up. I show up even when I don't want to show up. I show up in some way, shape, or fashion. You see me out there doing something. So I really kind of wanted to recap that and give you guys a couple challenges for this week. And Hunter, that's where I'm going to pick back up on you towards the end, because I do have a challenge and I do watch y'all. So I want to see them. I will be watching you guys on socials. Facebook is typically my thing, trying to grow the Instagram. But I want to see it. I really, really want to see it. Bethany has, I would definitely say she has shown up so much over probably like what, the last 4 months. Yeah. And I see it, and I see that light, and I see it, and it helps, guys. It helps. I talk about social media all the time and how it can be such a double-edged sword, because it's the comparison game too. And trust me, I'm right there with you, my friends. But you know what? It's knowing in yourself that you're doing the best that you can with what you've got. But share with people those successes, because they want to see that. And that visibility, that creates the proof for them to say, hey, so and so is the expert in the industry. She's proving it, right? Like, she's not just saying it, she's proving it, guys. So that's really kind of what I wanted to talk to y'all about. I also have a hard time accepting compliments, and I'm like, oh, it makes me feel weird. I'm like, but taking those words of affirmation and the belief that people have in you, and turning that into something positive, not only for yourself, but for the proof, right? And the visibility factor. So I really, really, really want you guys to focus in really dig deep. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. You guys can apply this to really anything that you guys do. And I really just want you guys to get out there and push yourselves to do it. So does anybody want to? Okay, Bethany says, I received 2 huge answered prayers, one in business and one of my boys in our future. The many lives I don't even realize I positively impact people. It's truly been humbling. Continuing to show up. Blessed for this room. 100%, guys. You know, I struggled with this myself because you feel in that moment, well, I'm nobody special, right? Who wants to hear from me? Who gives a crap, right? People really do. And Bethany, you can probably attest to this. When somebody can message you and say, hey, your message really touched me today, or hey, I really needed to hear that today. It was your vulnerability, but you were strong enough and believed enough in yourself to be able to share that vulnerability with people, and you connected with them in that way, right? So I love seeing it. I have seen a light completely change in you, Bethany, over the last couple months, and it's just been amazing to see. So, and Fred as well. If Fred, I totally, okay, and this is total sidebar, y'all, my ADHD is going off, but Fred texted me, and if y'all have iPhones and they had an update, they have a filter on your, like if you get a text message from an unread number, please go back to the top and filter your text, because it started filtering unknown numbers into a separate folder. So I had like 25 unread text messages because it was from numbers I didn't have saved and I didn't see them. So Fred, that message meant so much to me, and I'm so sorry. I just now saw it. But thank you. And I hope to see you. I hope to see you next month, couple weeks. So, all right, guys. Well, who else wants to maybe come off and share an idea? Like throw them at me, guys, on something that you can look back and say, how can I take a win and prove it and push it out to where it can help me in my business today? I would love to hear somebody. And I would love to give you guys some pointers on how you can promote that.
Hi.
Good morning, Latrice.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay, so I have a question. Sherry and I have been focusing a lot on like social media. So we've been putting it in like metrical and, trying to like have some kind of system and consistency with it. And
Right.
so do you know if what I was told was when you post using metrical, that Facebook kind of knows that and it's not pushing out as much as if you organically just posted?
I'm not sure what Metrical is. Is that like an app? Is that
Yes,
is
it's
it,
an app where you can schedule your
yeah.
posts to go out automatically.
So I everything I do is organic, and people ask me all the time, "Hey, can I manage your social media?" Heck no. That is my little black book. No, nobody gets access to my socials. And it does, I don't know how, but it does pick up on when you're using those third-party sites to push stuff out.
Okay.
Because it wants to be, and I read an article, and guys, I do not spend a ton of time. I just ebb and flow and see what works and connects with people. I try to post around the same times. Like if I'm posting a reel or a carousel with photos, I try to post around the same time each time. So either really early in the morning, around 6:30 when I know everybody's waking up, right? And they're not heading off to work, or around 5:30 in the afternoon. People are getting off work. That's when they're on their socials. So that's really where I try to be consistent. And then if you guys do follow me, I'm in my stories. Like you'll see me pretty much throughout the day. I live in my stories. So again, the third party stuff, I would probably try to stay away from, especially while I'm trying to build. And again, I'm no expert on this, but just from playing around with it, because I've also scheduled posts before and they do not perform well. So even though it's my content, I'm pushing it out. Even when I schedule it to be scheduled out, it doesn't perform as well. Don't know why.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Okay. I noticed that. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Try to be organic for sure. Brian said they all want time on the system. So if you use a third party system, you aren't on the system, and thus they limit it versus rewarding it when you are in the system. That's correct. And guys, I spend so much time on my socials because that's how I connect with people. I am not a systems person. Like I want to talk to you face to face. I want to message you back. And sometimes it is hard. I mean, some of you guys may have messaged me and it's taken me, even a week sometimes to respond. But it's just because I am, I am truly out there working in the field. So
Okay.
you have to manage that as well. So definitely try to engage with other people. That's how you can really get a lot of reach too, because accounts want to engage with each other, right? So definitely liking somebody's post, like I try to go through and I'll like all y'all's posts. If I see them, I'm gonna like them. And I might not, I'll be honest, I might not be able to see or read it all, but I do see it and I try to like it because that engagement with people is huge. Video messages as well. So that's huge too. I think I shared that with y'all in Nashville. That's been really hard to keep up with. I'll be honest. I've had a ton of growth, which is amazing, but video messaging and DMing 300 people is not always the easiest. So try to practice what I preach, even though sometimes it's hard for me to respond to every single person. But having that engagement will definitely help with other people and their engagement. So, and just like Brian said, they want it to be in that system. You're so welcome.
Appreciate it.
Does anybody else have something that they want to share as far as, I really want to push y'all to share something that shows proof in what you do in your industry today. And it doesn't have to be right now today, but I want to see it by Monday. Like I want to see it on your socials by Monday. So does anybody have an idea of something that they can share that's proof of what's working in their business? Let's see. Come on, don't make me pick on y'all. I'm gonna do it. Paul's on here. Haven't heard from Paul in a minute, and I don't even get to see his face. Paul, will you unmute for me and give me a win?
Well, as I've said before, by not seeing my face, I'm doing everybody here a favor.
I don't believe it.
A business win or a social media win?
Either one. Either one. I would say for the challenge that I'm going to give you guys, I would say a business win, because then you're going to turn it into social media.
A business win is probably my most recent closing, which was my longest closing because it was a commercial deal. Commercial deals have a due diligence of 6 months, and we had a couple deals fall out before that. So it ended up being a 3-year deal, but the buyer and seller are best friends for life, and it was a whole God thing, and you'll find it in my social media posts. It was really special.
Awesome. So you've already shared about that on socials. I love that.
I have.
I love that.
Check it out. Paul Sells Greenville.
Yes, absolutely. I will. I will. Well, I'd love to hear that win, Paul. And let's try to maybe see if we can, I'll check out the post and I'll see if we can maybe dig a little bit deeper and see if we can tweak that and share that as more of just a win. Did you give just a sold post or did you tell the story behind it?
It was a reel. I've just picked up CapCut for my VA and I really like it. So I'm all about any kind of feedback though.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys know I will provide it. Does anybody else? Let's hear from one other person. Ooh, Amanda's on here. Amanda, I know you have a lot to share. Will you unmute for me? Amanda Stidman, can you hear me? She might just be on in the background. But I know she had a big week this week. All right. Let's see, who else do we get to pick on this morning? Dee, let's hear it.
Okay. So yesterday I had a closing with a client I've been working with for 2 years, right? And we found him a nice waterfront property and or lot. So going through that and closed yesterday, and for social, what we're going to do is he's going to actually he's going to be the contractor for his house.
Amazing.
Because he's very talented. He actually reminds me a lot of my uncle, who's very hands-on. And so anyways, we're going to create a YouTube channel for the development of his house, and we're we're going to bring in James on this project, and we're going to walk through it and like the land clearing and how this all works, because I've worked with builders for a long
Yes.
time. So we're going to create that channel and push that out.
That's amazing, Dee. And that's such a great idea. YouTube is on my list, along with many other things. So I commend you on taking on that beast. But y'all, from what my understanding is, YouTube is a huge conversion into business. Which is funny to me because I never get on YouTube ever. So, but I know it works. I've seen it work a million times. So that's awesome. I'd love to hear that. And I can't wait. Please share it. Maybe that will motivate me to get on YouTube more. But I do think you'll have a great reach with that, and you'll be able to, that's proof. Again, that's proof. Hey, this is a client that I've helped, but now I'm going one step further and I'm walking through this whole entire process with him, right? And so then maybe you can pick up more clients that way, and see how you can position it with your client. Just like, hey, do you mind if I kind of act as, your confidant through the whole thing? I don't know how you've structured it with him, but obviously you want to make it to your advantage too.
Oh, absolutely. And,
Yeah.
Super excited because, we were just in conversation, and it's like, the conversations that you have with your clients, like there's always some little seed within that relationship that can grow. Like it's
Right.
just a turn and burn type of transaction. So it's, how can we grow this and make money in it, right?
Exactly.
And educate people along the way.
Yep. And that's just it, guys. You're already doing the work. Just show it. Just show it. You guys have already done the work. You're already doing it. So showing it, right? So the confidence grows in public, and silence doesn't build that brand equity that we're all wanting. Visibility does, right? So showing up, being a little bit vulnerable, saying, hey, today was a really rough transaction, or whatever it may have been. I had the pleasure of kind of one-on-oneing yesterday with Phil M. Jones, and he's huge on connection and communication, and wow, I mean, that was amazing. I had talked with him about a divorce listing that I have coming up, and those are always hard, right? There's so many emotions going on, but the way he was able to help me go into the conversation and being prepared for that, understanding that those emotions, I'm already going to be expecting the reactions. So I'm prepared to, again, have the authority in the conversation, kind of like what we talked about last week, right? Is visualizing and putting in your head, this is how I want the conversation to go, but how do we get there, right? And just overcoming the objection in the conversation. So it was great. So I love to hear that, y'all. So being vulnerable a little bit, sharing those stories is huge, So, and y'all, I know social media can sometimes be a beast. A lot of people, you either love it or you hate it. And sometimes I have days of both, but I know it works, right? And it's the easiest way, and it's free for me. It's free. I've never paid for a sponsored ad. I've never paid to boost ads or have a third party site. You guys don't need that. Sure, it might help, but just show up authentically as yourself. And I promise you it will hit. And I can say Bethany is probably one I would say I have seen her just really bring down those walls of vulnerability and share a lot in her life. And I know it's worked. I see it on your face. I mean, I see it in your smile. I see it in your demeanor. So guys, it really means a lot. Dawn, yes, please, my friend, please unmute.
Okay, can you hear me? I'm in a construction zone, so I can't have a camera.
No worries. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I just want to say two real quick things, and I'm all about community, and you and I, Justine, talked. I've been in the business a long time. I reached out to Brock yesterday, so I don't even know how I got to Brock. Honestly, how I just listened to everything, and so God put him and all of you guys in my way, and it's just been it's so different. I've been in real estate over 40 years, and this isn't just a real estate thing. It's a life thing, and it's just so wholesome. But just engage. I don't do a lot with social media. That's on mine as well. But what happened yesterday was just life changing for when you say a win. My best friend, who's worked for me for 24 years, he's been my agent. thanks to Michelle, had an authors club, so went to that. And because this was on video, he was able to share his, what they called it, Pat's podcast, which really isn't his, it's Brock's podcast. And they've been waiting on a video for him for months, to do something, but he doesn't do it.
Right.
Through that, long story short, he has investors and a possible director for a movie he wants to do, because
Wow.
he sent it to his person, and she fielded it out. So hopefully Brock's going to get a lot of attention on that as well. But that's going to be, we don't know where it's going to go, but it just shows you the power of the community, and a win for myself. Someone you had on here, it was Chris. He had his VIP training on getting your top clients, and that's been changing. I printed out his sheets. I've taken 5 minutes a day to just write my 2 people a day, so it wasn't overwhelming.
Right.
And I've reached out to them, and I have 2 listing appointments.
Look at that, Dawn. That's huge.
So
That
yeah, so it's just
huge.
through people on here. So I guess my point is, to just, Brock has given us opportunities for people like you and many
Yep.
others, that, just follow up. A lot of my calls I get off, and that's the end of it. And if and I'm trying to change that. So I just want to thank you, all of you, and encourage anyone to do these things that you
Yeah.
guys suggest.
Well, I'm so glad that you are taking it all in, and Michelle is amazing. And you're right, just the connections. I mean, my whole world. I'm like, I have to pinch myself sometimes. I'm like, what is happening? I don't know. I just, you try to connect people with people. I'm not an expert in a ton of things, right? But I have connected myself with people that I know. Like, hey, if I have an agent or I have a client that needs a certain thing, automatically I have somebody typically that pops up in my head and say, that's their lane, right? And so I appreciate you saying that, because it's hard. It's hard to show up sometimes, but hearing these stories from y'all too, knowing that it actually is working and you're implementing, and she's proof of that, y'all. Like, Dawn is absolute proof of that. Bethany is proof of that. Dee is proof of that. You all have something that you're able to share. And whether you think it matters or not, it does. And I guarantee you, if you get over yourself, because it's not about you, you want it to eventually be about you and your business, but it's not about you. And if you can get over yourself and not make this about you, but make it about trying to help somebody else or be a light for somebody else, that's where it's going to connect, and that's where it's going to matter. And I guarantee you that first person that even says one thing positive about what you help them with, your life has changed. Your heart is full, and you know you have a purpose.
Just one thing about that too. Yesterday's message, I forgot the gentleman's name, but it was excellent. And he said, the ripple effect, and that's just what it is. To hear the excitement in this guy's voice, and to hear, I mean, I still get goosebumps, and I think that just gives you energy. So when you say, "Is it a win? Did I get a financial win? Did I?" Probably not, but it gets your headspace so
That's right.
positive. So
That's
thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Dawn. I love that. I love these stories of success, y'all. So love, love, love it. Okay, so I did have somebody in the chat. Okay, I have a question. Bethany says, I have a question. How do you get your clients to engage with you on social for shorter cuts? So the engagement piece, y'all, this goes back. Don't always count the fact that you don't have a like or you don't have a comment. Let that go. The fact that you got over it and you posted it is what matters. And I've had so many people that will never like or engage with it, but guess what? I'll see them out in the local area and they'll say, Justine, I watch all your videos. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's great, but can you like it? It takes like 2 seconds. You're already watching it. Can you just like it or share it or comment on it? But a lot of people don't know. So Bethany, I would say the best way to try to get people to engage in like a comment is maybe ask a question, and see if you can get any responses off of that. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. I have some Oh, what did you said? Get my client to get in content. I see. So I actually struggle with that too because, well, if you know me, most of you do pretty well by now. But I don't like to ask for help, guys. And so when I have to ask a client to do something for me, like I never want to come off salesy. Like I don't want to be like, oh, I don't even ask for reviews, y'all. Why? It's here. It's here, and that's something I'm working on as well. My clients want to brag on me. I wouldn't have built a business without obviously treating them well, right? They would be happy to do it. I just have to get over it here. So that is something I'm actually working on myself. So I'm going to tell you what I got to tell myself is just get over it. And it's not going to be necessarily about you. It's going to be about them and how you made them feel in that transaction. So that's my 2 pieces of advice. And I got to take that. I got to take my own advice on that one. Oh. Sarah, did you want to have something to say? I think you unmuted.
Oh, my dog stepped on it. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
But
we're already, yeah, guys, we're already at like 8:41. I didn't even get passed through anything, but okay, challenge time. So I want to give you guys a 7-day proof challenge. So I want to see y'all, and I've done this in the past. I think we did 30 days, and I know that was a lot. Brock stuck with it. Brock did really well, and I've seen your engagement go up on stuff. Brock, would you agree?
Yeah, and I hate it. I can't stand it with the passion. It is all I can do to do
Don't you
this
love me?
thing because I'm like, why? Like, I feel like I just say the same thing over again. Like, I got up, I went to the gym, I made my calls, I ran around my head cut off trying to get everything done, and then I went to bed, and then the next day I do the same thing. And I guess that's the only thing I could say is like, it just builds consistency.
Yep.
And it's just like showing up. And I appreciate all those that said to me to like lay in bed and relax. It's just not in my repertoire to make myself like I did sleep in today though, because I don't feel good. But I do struggle with that because I just like I say the same thing over and over and over again of what I do. Like I get up at this time, I go to the gym at this time, I do this, I'm in several meetings, and so I do struggle with it in all honesty, and you've helped me out because I just get pissed because I'm like, well, just like it is with those $1 million listings, like I got to do one a month, and right now I have one that is brewing, so like I'm behind on one, but you motivate me, Justine. And I don't know the only thing I can tell you all, if you're trying to go through this, like get pissed off, find somebody if you're competitive, you like use that as leverage to help you because that's what helps me because I don't like doing it and I do struggle with it. But Justine, you helped me out tremendously because I see your stuff. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, I did not do mine today. Like, I gotta go and do it. But it does make a difference because people do reach out to you, and you might not see it right away. Just like the show, like it didn't 5 years ago. Freaking, it was me and Mike Kastner on a phone for crying out loud. So like it might take time, but it's in that process and that progression that you grow through this. And that's what I keep telling myself. So thank you, Justine, for forcing
Yeah.
me.
Absolutely. Well, I'm proud of y'all for showing up. And there's so many things, Brock's helping me. I'm really bad about getting him my schedule every day because my schedule is just all over the place and it stresses me out, y'all. It stresses me out because I live my life hour by hour, literally. And that's just how I run on the chaos and I'm trying to slow it down a little bit and gain some.
Hey y'all, could you guys do me a favor real quick? Since she brought it up, I'm gonna lean into her. Could you all text her every day? She freaking owes it to me and she always has excuses. So freaking I'm tired of it. So can you guys text her and ask her, did you send your schedule to Brock, please? Did you send your schedule?
My
Like
calendar.
I'm giving you all giving you all approval.
The fact that it's in my calendar, my friend, is huge. Okay. I didn't even have a calendar. I didn't have a Zoom. I didn't even know how to do any of this crap a year ago. So that's my excuse. All right. I'm going to get over myself now. Okay. Next 7 days, I want one of your face video per day, one proactive conversation per day. It can be in a message, a text message, a phone call. Just do that. And guys, track the actions, not just the engagement and the results, guys, but track your action. That's going to be a way for you guys to hold yourselves accountable. So that's what I want to see. And I want to see it all on social. Tag me if you want, or send it to me in a DM. Please, I want to see that. So, couple things I want to leave you guys with is you do not feel your way into the confidence you act your way into it. Okay. So guys, don't just feel it, but act it, because you guys can all do it. And your future self is built by the evidence that you create today. So please, please, please keep that in mind. Create it, go out there, be the creator, and post the content. Okay. Don't just get over yourself, get over your head. And I want to see y'all all March 10th further together in Atlanta, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Message me. Maybe I'll give y'all a coupon code. Brock, okay, just literally, and I'm literally gonna, there is 37 people in this call for
Yeah, you better give a coupon
tickets.
code. You know how many coupon codes you gave out of mine?
I know, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna do, and I haven't given this to anybody, so 50% off for, and I'm gonna only limit it to 37 tickets. So if each one of y'all buy a ticket, you can each get half off, okay? But I think tickets with all the taxes and fees is like $56, something like that. So make it happen, guys. There's a hotel room block in the Eventbrite. So please, please, please be there, guys. Brock is going to be there, and I've really curated it to be a room that have just of people that and speakers that have just poured so much into me over the last year, and gives me the confidence to show up for y'all. So please be there, because it will, if you implement the actions, the success will come.
Justine, do you,
Promise.
do you have Drew there for this one? Because I can't remember
Yes.
if he's there.
Yes. Yes.
So I listened to Drew. I just came back from Alabama yesterday, and I got to listen to Drew's um his new slide, his new progression of AI, and it's different than what it was in Nashville. So if you were at Nashville, it is different than what he has, and I got to listen to it, and it was really, really good. Him and I have been challenging each other for new content.
Yeah.
So I presented new content and he presented new content, and it was very well received. And I say that not because it's us, but so for those that are hemming and hawing over it, it was I was very impressed with his content as well. So it's really good. That's it. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, we spoke a little bit yesterday, Brock, and he was really excited. I just don't hate. I mean, my timing. I'm like, man, I'm keeping having to shove time off, but I'll get y'all over that syntax. But yeah, he said he was at 57 minutes with no errors. Woo. We'll make it happen. Well, you guys have a fantastic Thursday. I hope to see you. And I'm going to make the code right now for half off, and we're going to put it under Brock, BROCK. Okay. I'm going to make it. That will be the discount code. And I know somebody asked for the link. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to grab it really quickly and put it in the chat right here. It's an Eventbrite, but I will put it in our Facebook group chat. That'll work.
Yeah, throw it in the Facebook group, Justine.
Will do. Y'all have an amazing Thursday. See y'all later. Bye.